Hey guys, welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Take a look at what just appeared in my shop this morning. The log is finally here. The wait is over. Now this is going to be especially important after that round of balance changes where the zap is getting nerfed, which we'll talk about a bit later on. But in yesterday's video, we opened up another legendary chest and we still didn't get the log, which I was pretty upset about, but Supercell must have heard me because they put the log in my shop this morning. So gonna go ahead and buy it for 40,000 gold. Now, I feel kind of dirty having to buy it out of the shop versus getting it in a chest. Doesn't really feel the same, but here we go, guys. 40,000 gold. Boom! We finally had the log, guys. My collection is complete, as you can see down here. No more missing cards. We have that mysterious log. So, I already built myself a deck right here, the Golem Elite Barbarian Pump deck that I was talking about in yesterday's video. So let's go ahead and put the log in there instead of the mirror. And then we'll do some grand challenges battles. But before that, we have some balance changes to discuss. So take a look at this, guys. These balance changes are game changing. They are really going to change the meta a lot. A lot of the underused cards I predict will come back into the meta, stuff like arrows and stuff like that. But taking a look here, Elite Barbarian's getting a slight nerf, health decreased by 4%, damage decreased by 4%, and the hit speed reduced to 1.5 seconds. So not too much of a change, but just a slight tweak to keep them balanced, because right now they're a little bit overpowered, but they'll still be a viable card after the round of balance changes, which I'm definitely okay with. Now the next change here is probably the biggest one. That's the zap change. The zap will no longer kill goblins at tournament standard, and this is a pretty significant change, guys, because for the longest time zap has been considered a mandatory card in almost every single deck. So really excited about this. It's going to bring stuff like arrows back into the meta. And it's an indirect buff to other stuff like Infernal Towers, Sparky, and Infernal Dragon, because with less people using zap spells, those cards are a bit more manageable. Now the next change here is the Electro Wizard, kind of keeping it in line with that zap spell, reducing the spawn damage by 6%, but also increasing the health by 9%, so it no longer dies to a fireball. So this is pretty cool stuff, guys. I got a level 2 Electro Wizard in yesterday's video, so definitely excited to be doing a video on that a little bit later on this week after that buff. Moving on here, we have the Meta Minion being nerfed once again. I am super happy with this change because ever since the Mega Minion came out, it's been so popular in almost every single deck. So seeing it get a nerf like this will hopefully bring some of the other support cards back into the game. Moving on here, we have the Archer's health being decreased by 4%. All that really does is keep it in line with the Elite Barbarians, so the Elite Barbarians will still manage to one-shot them. Nothing else really changes too much with that card. Now moving on here, of course, as soon as I get the log, it gets nerfed. The damage was decreased by 4% and the knockback effect was also reduced. Now even though it did get hurt with a slight nerf, I think with the change to the zap spell, it'll still remain a popular card to countering zap bait decks and goblin barrels and stuff like that. Now these next two changes are probably the biggest ones in this list. The Ice Golem change and the Ice Spirit change. Those two cards by themselves really changed the meta when they came out. The Ice Golem, especially when it got the buff to the death damage also affecting air units. So the Ice Golem loses 5% hit points, and the death damage radius is also decreased slightly. So it'll still remain a viable card, but hopefully not as popular as previously. It was almost considered as a mandatory card in every single deck. So really happy with that change. Really happy for more deck diversity. And similarly with the Ice Spirit, once again, as soon as it came out, it was a pretty popular card, almost mandatory in a lot of decks. And all it really does is make it so that Ice Spirit against minions, the Crown Tower will no longer one-shot the minions. It'll require 2 shots to finish them off. And the final change here is the Wizard. Its range was increased by half a tile. Not really sure if that's enough by itself to bring the Wizard back into the meta, but maybe with all those previous changes, as well as the probable rise of Swarm decks and Zap Bait decks, maybe the Wizard will come back into the meta. Time will tell. Now, that's the end of the list. One very important thing that I noticed not included here, in my opinion, is the Graveyard. I kind of consider the Graveyard already to be a very strong card, definitely a top meta option, but no changes in here. In fact, in my opinion, a lot of these changes are actually indirect buffs to the Graveyard, with stuff like the Archer health nerf. The Ice Golem is a huge buff to the Graveyard, because previously people could use that to distract all the skeletons, and then when it dies, it would take out a significant portion of the Graveyard skeletons. But now, with the death radius being smaller, it'll take out less skeletons. So I think that by itself is a pretty strong buff to the graveyard. But I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think of this round of balance changes? Are you happy or unhappy with all the changes? What are some things that you wished would have been included in there? And what decks do you think will be popular after the update? Let me know in the comment section below. But let's go ahead and start doing some challenges. Alright, so here we go. Starting up a fresh grand challenge. Let's go ahead and do our first battle. I have literally no experience with this deck, so hopefully this goes okay. Now, these pump decks are going to be hard to use, especially with a lot of people using like Graveyard and Zap Bait decks and Fast Cycle, Ice Golem, Hog Rider, Elite Barbarian decks. So hopefully we don't get crushed too bad. But there we go. Look at that log, guys. Look how majestic it looks. Hog Rider, Elite Barbarians. We'll do. Okay, good. I was gonna say, guys. We'll log this back. Oh, I just wanted to use the log there. Don't even care. The Elite Barbarian's gonna do 1,000,000 damage. There we go. 3 hits. I think with the changes to the Elite Barbarians, that might have been only 2 hits after the random balance changes. So we'll see. We shall see. We'll pump up right here. Please don't be using Graveyard. Begging you. Oh, the bowler. The bowler. Does that mean Graveyard? Okay, well, Elite Barb's right here. Mega Mini right here. I think with this deck, it's really a comeback deck, I think, is the way it works out. So you want to really start building an Elixir advantage. I want to log this back. Because I don't want to do Graveyard, I don't want to do Golem yet. So do this right here. Elite Barb's right here. Kill that giant, please. Yes, thank you. So, I want to get another pump down before we start going for the 3-crown push here. So let's go pump right here. He's going to do Elite Barbarian Rush, which will have the Mega Minion log available for that. If not, then we'll just start doing a Golem push on the right-hand side. Okay, so Golem going down right here. I got my Mega Minion as well as my Ice Golem ready in case he tries to do. Okay, we'll do a Musketeer right here. Ice Golem here with a Mega Minion. Then I want to go ahead and do Elite Barbarians in the back behind this. Yeah, we'll do Elite Barbarians in the second right here. Wait for that to go down. Then we'll log this back. Musketeer right here. Ice Golem up front. Zap this. Boom. Kill those archers and back a bit. Another Mega Mini right here. He's going to Fireball. That's huge Fireball value right there. Fireball going down. Elite Barbs right here. Log as well. There we go. Get to the tower. Get to the tower. Get to the tower. There we go, guys. Look at that. Which is more powerful? What did more work there? The Elite Barbs or the log? I don't know, but we'll pump right there. Good game to him. Good game to Rebel XT. Let's go ahead and do another one here, guys. Alright, so here we are, guys. Lars 50. 050. Ooh, we can pump up at the start here, but honestly, I had no idea how I'm going to counter Graveyard with this deck, so if they have Graveyard, I'm probably just dead. Just telling you now, if they have Graveyard, I expect to lose. Oh, of course. Oh, Ice Golem do work, then we'll log this build up right here, boom. The pump is dead. Rest in peace, pump. You didn't even give me any elixir. Makes me very sad. No, he's got Graveyard, guys. We're gonna die. How do you counter Graveyard with this deck? My chair keeps moving around weird. But literally, how do you counter Graveyard with this deck? I don't know. This is literally my second battle with it so far. I gotta get some more practice in before I start recording. Elite Barbs right here protect my Muskie. Thank you. What? What? How did that exchange just happen? So, if I pump here, he's gonna do immediate Graveyard Ice Golem push, right? He's gonna do it anyways. Ice Golem back here. Log right here. Kill that, please. It's still... What? It's still doing 1,000,000 damage, guys! We're still taking literally 1,000,000 damage. Why did he drop the well played there? Oh, But what do you guys, seriously, what do you guys think of those random balance changes? I'm happy with a lot of the changes. Really game changing. Happy to see the meta shift a bit. Keeps the game fresh. But, honestly, extremely surprised to see the graveyard got untouched. Because I think the graveyard was already like a top meta card. A lot of people at the top were using it, graveyard freeze decks, stuff like that. And a lot of the changes, like I said before, are indirect buffs to the graveyard. Like the, Elite Barbs here. What are we gonna do? Log. Yes. Get in there. Make a minion here. Zap this, boom. Keep the pressure. I think that's how this deck works, is you just flood them afterwards. Get in there. There we go. We'll do this right here. Make a minion here. Log this. His Elite Barbarians actually helped me there by keeping my, what? Never mind. I was gonna say, but keep my Elite Barbarians in the lane, but there we go, guys. Get another victory. Get another victory. Drop a pump right here. Good game. Ice Golem here. The Ice Golem nerf, like the Ice Golem nerf, is gonna be a huge buff to the graveyard because the radius got decreased, and previously that was like the go-to card to counter it. But let's go ahead and do one more here. All right, so here we go, guys. Here we go, facing off against this guy or girl. I don't know what he is, but pumping up at the start is so risky, but we're gonna do it anyways. Ice Golem if it does Elite Barbs. Value Fireball incoming. Value Fireball incoming. No? Okay. We stay at the pump, which I'm not even too sure if that's worth it or not, but let's do Ice Golem to protect this Musketeer. We have the same idea there, guys. The same idea. Now the Musketeers will hopefully kill each other. We'll do a Mega Minion drop right here. I don't want to use the Golem just yet, I don't think. Maybe I should have started doing a Golem drop. I don't know. Ooh. Elite Barbarians is my only real play here. You guys go to the tower. We'll zap this. Boom. Keeps the Mega Minion alive. Kill that miner, please. There we go. So we forced a miner out of his card rotation. He still might have... We'll log this. Boom. So he still might have the Elite Barbarians and stuff. So we'll use Pump right here. Ice Golem ready for a counter push if he does so. He might not, though. Who? No, Graveyard, please. Please don't Graveyard me. I don't like Graveyard. Let's see. Take that out. Kill that Musketeer, please. That was 5 Elixir to counter 6. So I think we are okay there. Kill that. Please don't Value Fireball. Stop killing my pumps, please. Stop killing my pumps. So what do we want to do here? Do we want to do like an Elite Barbarian counter push with the zap available for Skarmy? He's going to log it. Then that. We're not going to zap that because he's got the Skarmy. We can't zap it. So we'll zap this right here. Boom. That'll give the Musketeer more shots in the tower. And we'll go ahead and do... I want to use the pump on the same corner because if he uses Miner, any defensive troops that I drop down go back on a counter push on the lane that I want them to. So we'll log this right here. Knock the Miner back. We'll soak up some pump hits. We have to. Otherwise, my support troops will go in front of the Golem, which I don't want happening. So we'll do Musketeer here. I need to do Ice Golem in front of this Golem to soak up Inferno Tower. Then we'll Mega Minion over here. With Elite Barbarians here, then we'll have the Zap available for the Skarmy. Mega Minion's gonna go down. I have to save the Zap there. So we'll Zap this right here. Log this right here. And the log just, I don't know, I'm just using it, guys. I have it, I want to use it, so we're using it. But the tower's dead. This deck is so strong, guys. I love it. It's so strong. Good game to him. I'm so happy that I finally had the log. Like I said before, though, you kind of feel dirty buying it out of the shop, not getting it out of a chest. But nonetheless, the balance change is coming. Log is going to be strong. We're at 3-0 so far in this Grand Challenge, but I don't really have time to keep on going here. So anyways, that's the end of the video. Let me know your thoughts once again on the balance changes in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Clash Royale content. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.